Purge. Now, if you've never seen The Purge before, if you've never seen it before, it's where there's one day where anybody and everybody can do whatever they want. They can commit any crime that they want to, and they won't be penalized or they won't be sent to jail for it or anything like that. I feel like we're heading towards that direction. What's going on? It's your boy Walt with the Just Listen podcast, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time visiting the channel, this video is just for you as well. So like and subscribe to the channel as well. I just got off of work. It's Friday, lovely day outside, and I just wanted to this video. Just bear with me too, because I'm still trying to process everything that's taking place with the Maga outrage of the passing of Charlie Kirk. And now we know who the assailant is that did this is a 22-year-old white male that took Charlie Kirk's life. From Utah, by the way. So from Utah, as it is as well, that we find out these reports in regards to this young man that did this, the Tyler Johnson kid or something like that, to which his father reported him in regards to what took place at Utah Valley State or whatever the college name is. But, we have a problem in America. And if you're not from America, you are watching from the outside in regards to what's going on here. People with guns, children being attacked in school by hateful other children, and even sometimes adults as well. We hear about the Denver, Colorado shooting and everything with this young 16-year-old white kid that decided that he was going to go into school and try to kill other students. This is a problem in America. And I say it over and over again. People use guns to kill people at a massive rate in America. Now, I get those people on my channel. I get those people that post and, what happened with that guy in the New York subway and shit like that, where he used a knife. Any type of violence, whatever weapon it is not right. I condemn it. I condemn violence, period. Full stop. But I do want to say this about guns. Guns, again, will take people out at a massive rate. I remember the shooting that took place in Las Vegas, Nevada, where there were 50 plus people that were unalived, injured, hurt from a man in a hotel open firing at a country concert. Quickly, this shit happens. We have children in Uvalde Elementary School, that were unalived by a man with a weapon that can spit out bullets at a fast rate. We do have a gun problem here. We do have a violence problem in America. I'm sick of it. I can't stop it though. I cannot stop it. The only thing that I can do is express my concerns in regards to what takes place in America. We have massive shootings. It seemed like every damn day, and I'm knocking over my water, excuse me. Every damn day we have massive shootings. Yet it's always the thoughts and prayers that thinks, like Tim Burchett, that one time where we had the shootings at one of the churches by the transgender individual. And it's thoughts and prayers, we can't do anything about it. Yes, you can do something about it. Pass some gun legislation laws, red flag laws in regards to curbing this issue that we have day in and day out when it comes to mass shootings. They can pass something in regards to it. And I don't care if you're MAGA and you're watching my video and you get pissed off because they're going to impose a law that's going to restrict specific type of weapons that's out here where people in the open can be injured quickly. Just like in Buffalo, New York, there can be something done. But again, Like I said before, there's a certain party that always talks about, well, thoughts and prayers, and we can't really do anything about it because they are beholden to the NRA, the National Rifle Association. They're beholden to them. They get money from them in regards to, oh yeah, hey, we're going to give you some money. We don't want you to talk bad about us. And your children will be your children will be safe because they're in a secure facility. They might go to a private school where it's locked up to the T, where we got children in public schools, in charter schools that don't have that type of protection. Our kids should be able to be safe going to school, as well as individuals like myself that are out in the public should be safe. You ever see the movie Purge? The Purge. Now, if you've never seen The Purge before, if you've never seen it before, it's where there's one day where anybody and everybody can do whatever they want. They can commit any crime that they want to, and they won't be penalized or they won't be sent to jail for it or anything like that. I feel like we're heading towards that direction. I feel like we're heading towards Donald Trump saying, you know what, we're going to sign into law that we're going to start doing a purge maybe 2 times a year, maybe 3 times a year. The way that they try to point fingers at the Democrats or try to point fingers at the radical leftists as the ones that's using divisive rhetoric and divisive language to make people do the things that they do. Where we always see on X, Twitter, and other platforms where it seems like it's the other way around that uses divisive rhetoric. It uses the hateful rhetoric to target individuals. Honestly, when Melissa Hortman and her husband was killed, and Mr. Hoffman and his spouse were attacked and almost killed, there was a certain thing that came from specific MAGA people on the right celebrating when Nancy Pelosi's husband was beaten to a pulp with a hammer. That could have been a weapon. That could have been a gun itself, and he probably would have no longer been here in that case. There is specific rhetoric of celebration for that type of shit. Of course, Charlie Kirk did not deserve to die. However, there's a particular party that has always talked about vigilance and violence. And I'm going to tell you this, to be honest with you. It hasn't come, the rhetoric like that does not come from a liberal person, a person that votes democratically. They talk about that we condemn it. We do not condone, we condemn violence. We do not condone this type of violence. And it's a specific side in the Democrats that do that. Whereas there is a party, and I'm going to continue to say this over and over again because some of y'all, it don't register here because y'all probably y'all part of the problem when it doesn't register there. Y'all part of the problem saying, oh, no, it is the Democrats' fault and all this bullshit. If that was the case, then we would see videos and clippings and celebrations and things besides we're praying for the family. We condone this stuff. We condemn this stuff. We don't condone this stuff. It would be different. You wouldn't be hearing that from a Bernie Sanders. You wouldn't be hearing that from Nancy Pelosi herself. You wouldn't be hearing it from people like that. They would be celebrating as well. We have a gun problem in this country. We do. We have a gun problem in this country. And hell, even in Florida, in Jacksonville, Florida, where the man went and targeted black people at a Dollar General in Jacksonville, Florida, that was with what? A gun. We're the only country that has more guns than they do people, and there is more crimes that take place with the guns. You can blame it on the person, but also you can blame it on that person that has the gun and the weapon that they're using. A bullet doesn't have a name on it. A bullet just has its direction that it's going. But the person that's pulling that trigger, the person that's using that gun, how did they get it? How come we don't have laws for that? How come we're not tracking people like you do anyways? I mean, when it comes to the media, when it comes to anything in our house, the government tracks us regardless. There is something that they can tap into to be tracking individuals or monitoring what they're saying on particular platforms, because shit like this happens all the time and it's exhausting. It's exhausting to deal with. Praying over my child, my wife and I are praying over our children each and every day, praying over ourselves each and every day for God to protect us. Sometimes those prayers go silent when it comes to other parents and what they have to deal with, other people and what they have to deal with. Because it also has to take place with legislation. I'm done with my rant on this, but like I said, there's a certain party and there's a certain person in the White House that doesn't provide any kind of care about a specific individual or a specific type of group. And I'm talking about the Democrats. And then when a person who always salivated over Trump, celebrated Trump and everything that he's doing, provides hate, racism, and vitriol and xenophobia and the likes, Trump has a problem with that. But he's blaming the wrong person. He should be blaming himself. Like and subscribe to the channel. Peace and love.